Yeah. Sunday, so we roast them. Let's keep it going. Zone 6. Fuck is good, little nigga. You know what we need, man? We need a spot where we could all meet up. Like an arena. All the arenas. All the major, like the MGM, the Barclays, Madison Square Garden. Every major arena, we should have a meeting area where if you out in the hallway chilling, go to the meeting area, you might end up seeing one of the niggas there that rep that real shit, and we could really chop it up, you know what I mean? During the fights or the major fights that we love to see. So we gotta get that together. We can't really put it out here on the internet for everybody else because, if they hear 78 is at, booth 100, I'm pretty sure a lot more motherfuckers is gonna show up to the boxing event. They hear, the nigga boxologist is in the hallways. They gonna want some autographs. If they hear that the nigga Zone 6 or D-Block is in the building, they gonna want some pictures. You know what I mean? So amongst ourselves, we could discuss where to meet up. If you out in Vegas, if you closer, wherever you can make the fight, you know where the meeting area is. And, you know what I mean? We could probably get some ill predictions going or some ill shit going during the fights. Because a lot of times, there's some bum fights on the beginning where I'm going to just start walking around interviewing motherfuckers. Straight up. Because some fights, I don't know, I don't need to watch all the fights. I mean, come on now. But Zone, what up, nigga? I got some shit for you. And tell you the truth, I didn't even know I was unsubscribed from you. I'm looking at my shit and I'm like, where the fuck is Zone been? I ain't seen this nigga video in mad long. So I forgot how it was. You were like on one of the major feeds with the flame. You know what I'm talking about. And I was like, damn, Zone dropped the video. Finally, where the fuck this nigga been? And I looked, this nigga got like 7 videos. But stay deleting this shit so you don't know this nigga history like that. You know what I mean? Stop deleting your videos, my nigga. Keep your shit up from day one. From day one, my first video has been up here. And I ain't changed shit about how I feel about certain boxers. The majority of the time, I ain't wrong either. When it comes to predictions, Zone, I feel not just you, and this video's for you, because I got some ill shit for you, but not just you, but I feel my prediction my predictions are better than yours. And everybody else out there for that matter. Not just that, but obviously we picking the same shit. Your shit ain't better than, But I got some ill shit for you. Spice it up a little bit. Let's keep this shit going. Keep some flames on it. Where we could both profit. Well, one of us will win, one will lose. So it's a profit just for being a part of this shit. But you rep that Keith Thurman shit to the fullest. You've been repping it for a minute. When I welcomed you to the YTBC, before you created the LDBC, I gave you some leeway when it came to Keith Thurman. Because he's a good boxer, because it is argumentative if he fought the top tier competition, he would probably win. I never really considered Danny Garcia to be top tier. So as much credit as people want from that fight, I don't give Keith that much credit. I knew you were going to win that fight. That was an easy fight to pick. Real easy fight to pick, y'all. Come on now. Real easy. So, and we all know Danny ain't nothing special. No bullshit, but any elite fighter out there would beat Danny. That's all I'm going to say. And not like grade A. I'm talking B fighters. You know what I mean? C plus fighters. B minus fighters will beat Danny. Danny's like a C fighter. That's all there is to it. I don't see nothing else from the nigga. He's like a C fighter. Thurman, you beat a C fighter. Congratulations. But I think, let's see. Spence knock out Danny. That power won't seem like shit to Spence. I think Bradley beats Danny. Pacquiao beats Danny. I think Sean Porter beats Danny. I think Broner beats Danny. I think majority of the faces out there will beat Danny Garcia. Let's just keep it at that. Not for real. On some real shit. I'm trying to be open-minded to his craft and what he can bring to the table, and he just really ain't doing shit. So I don't really see Danny really going that far. I don't really see him getting another belt, to be honest. As long as one of these guys hold it and they don't relinquish it or, retire, whatever, injury can happen. I don't see Danny beating Kell Brook. And I think Kell Brook is probably the lowest of all of them. But when it comes to Thurman, my dude, like I said, I don't give much credit for him. But when it comes to him, I know that the nigga is skillful. You know and I know if Floyd ever ran into him, Floyd would beat the shit out of your man, Thurman. But we ain't on that level. Obviously, Thurman ain't do what he was supposed to do when he was supposed to do. Thurman, and I quote, when it comes to Floyd, he said, Thurman, beat Errol Spence, and you get a shot at me. That's all you had to do. For some reason, Thurman did not want the Spence fight. If Spence is that trash, if Spence is that easy to beat, why not just beat him and then you're in the Super Bowl? Sort of like you didn't want to go to the playoffs. You needed more help around you. So you sat back for a little bit, waited for the boss to leave, and then we wanted to fight somebody that's a C fighter. I don't have no disrespect to Thurman. It's just you fighting once in a blue moon, and I don't know. I think you could do more. All right, Zone. I think your man Thurman could do way more. So with that being said, I'm gonna give you a chance to really put your money where your mouth is. First off, I got Errol Spence beating the hell out of Brook. And when he's done, he said he wants who? You heard him, and I ain't hear you make no video about that shit either. He said he wants Thurman next. Talk that ill shit, dog. So, when that fight happens, I said when, because it should happen as long as Thurman keep his nose clean and don't get beat unexpectedly by the biggest upset in boxing. When it comes to it, I got 500 on Spence. Now, don't come back and be like, nigga, I got 1,000, 2,000, 3,000. Nigga, I got $500 on Errol Spence. LDBC, what up, niggas? Let's hold this man to where you ready to put your money on this nigga? I put my money on what I believe, because I just feel what I know about this sport that you supposedly love, I know more about. A lot of people say, well, why did Floyd fight Maidana? I could clear that up. I could clear up all this shit. Just ask the question. I clear it up just like that. Floyd fought Maidana because the rumbling was, since Maidana did that shit to Broner, he could probably do it to Floyd. And then in the first fight, we gave Maidana mad space, man. We still beat his ass, but we gave him mad space. And then why'd he fight him again? Because the crowd, because the fans thought, you got lucky, Floyd. I had it a draw. Some niggas had it a draw. I think even 78 had it a draw. All right? He might even have Floyd losing. So it was argumentative. That's what everybody said. I don't think it was argumentative. I think Floyd won. You know what I mean? Easy work. But some people had it a draw, so he fought him immediately after. And I don't know, some of the purest boxers you ever see. The pull counter, boy. The pool counter, son, was on point that night. I had my man ask me, yo, D-Block, what kind of move is that? I'm like, yo, that's the pool counter. He's like, yeah, man, I remember when you showed me the check left hook that he used on Hatton. Some of my boys at the fight be remembering shit, you know what I mean? But that pool counter that night, that boy was, woo! And with that pool counter, I beat the shit out of Thurman. Thurman will bite on it. But anyway, I got $500 on Earl Spence. Do you have $500 on Thurman? That's my question. Give me my video too, nigga. You know how we do, man. Don't get on here and be declared. You know what I mean? I'll give you the facts. The facts is if we have predictions, my prediction will beat yours. Okay? And majority of the motherfuckers that are around you. Majority of the motherfuckers that are in this entire boxing nation. When it comes to boxing, I'm not gonna say football. I could say basketball. But when it comes to boxing, you have to not love the sport to have a clear assessment about it. Let me be more clear. You can love the sport. You have to not be in love with the sport. You see what I'm saying? To have a clear understanding about it. Some people love boxing so much, they'll put their heart and soul on a fighter because they love it that much until they're proven otherwise when their favorite fighter gets knocked the fuck out. It's just those special ones that actually pick the right fighter because they see something that the average, lovable fan does not see. You love this sport, I understand, but for some reason you love it so much you can't call it straight. It's like being in a relationship. When you're in love with somebody, you can't really figure them out when you two are arguing. But your man from the outside could easily tell you, yo, your girl's a hoe, she cheated before, you still try to make her a housewife, I told you what it is, I'm gone. To him, it's black and white. So when they come to this boxing, yo, Floyd's the best of all time. There isn't a better boxer out there. I have looked. You don't have to do the research. I did it for you. I'm gone. It's the truth. See, I could do that because I'm not in love with boxing. I love the sport. I love how it's organized. I love the tangibles of it where you only have the torso to attack, in the head area. But to really break your opponent down, that's some chess, boy. I love chess. I'll beat the shit out of you in chess, too. Yo, let's play some chess, man. I'll beat the shit out of Mad Mother. I'm in the master room, man. Go to chess and go to the master room, and then I'll meet you in there, man. But to be honest, don't be in love with these fighters. Be in love with the craft. Be in love with the jab, which is what everybody should have. Be in love with the pull counter, which is what Floyd perfects. I can't be in love with Thurman's inside boxing skills because when he fights on the inside, there is no inside action. Thurman can't fight on the inside. I've never seen Thurman get down rugged and dirty, like burrowing his head into a nigga chest and letting off shots. You ain't bout that life, Thurman. You ain't you see how Porter was going at you? Maybe you could have gave him a dose of his own medicine and he probably would have held his tongue. You know what I mean? Instead, people could argue you lost being on the back foot majority of that fight. Majority. I ain't say the entire fight. Majority of it, though. So, Zoe. One more again. When it comes to your boy, Keith, one time, Thurman, because I believe I like Keith for other reasons than you do. And I could see him sitting on the throne where you still have a problem doing that with Spence in the picture. A lot of people can't really see Triple G on the throne because in your brain, you cannot physically think of Triple G knocking out Andre Ward. You can't even picture Andre Ward really getting flattened on his back. He got dropped against Kovalev. That's the only really picture you could picture. But when that happens, you're going to think of Kovalev. So technically, the myth of Triple G just beating the shit out of Ward, or even Lara slick ass, or Money May for that instance, it's not true. You know, it's not fathomable. It's not in this lifetime. Be honest with yourself. And to be honest with you, the inside game alone will beat Keith Thurman. It's a big reason why I'm picking him. Part of my predictions I just gave you on why you probably should not put up your $500. But I want to know how real you are about your boy Keith. Remember, I would a nigga. I put the house on Floyd against anybody. It don't matter who it is. Against anybody. Especially against McGregor. But against anybody. I put the house on Floyd. Against your man Thurman. I put the house on Floyd. But when it comes to Spence, from the eye test alone, from me loving this sport of boxing and not being in love with it, I could easily say Spence is a more purified boxer than Thurman is. Spence gets backed up here and there, but not like Thurman. And Spence is more accurate with his punches. Spence is also more dominant with his power punches. I give the foot movement to Thurman. I give the jab to Spence.